If you believe your employer has failed to withhold federal taxes from your paycheck, you may be wondering if you can sue them for this mistake. To answer this question, let's break down the process step by step. First, understand that employers are required by law to withhold federal income taxes from their employees' wages. If your employer has not done so, you may be liable for the unpaid taxes, plus penalties and interest. To determine if you have a case against your employer, review your pay stubs and tax returns to confirm that federal taxes were not withheld. You should also check your employment contract or speak with your HR department to see if they have any policies in place regarding tax withholding. If you confirm that your employer has failed to withhold federal taxes, your next step is to contact the IRS to report the issue. The IRS will guide you on how to proceed and may require you to file a Form 4852, which is a substitute for a missing Form W-2. You may be able to sue your employer for damages, including the amount of taxes you had to pay out of pocket, plus any penalties and interest. However, this can be a complex and time-consuming process, and it's recommended that you consult with a tax professional or attorney to determine the best course of action. It's also important to note that you may be able to avoid a lawsuit by working with your employer to resolve the issue. Your employer may be willing to reimburse you for the unpaid taxes or work with the IRS to correct the mistake. In conclusion, if your employer has failed to withhold federal taxes, you may have a case against them. By reviewing your pay stubs and tax returns, contacting the IRS, and consulting with a tax professional or attorney, you can determine the best course of action and potentially recover any damages you have incurred. Remember to stay calm, gather all relevant information, and seek professional advice to ensure you receive the compensation you deserve.